Hi everyone, you're very welcome to my channel. My name is Becky Sechere. Thank you to all of you who are returning subscribers, and those of you who are new here, you're very welcome once again. So I'm a registered nurse. I give tips and advice about nursing in the UK, and these advice I give or tips are mainly for people who are overseas, who are planning to relocate to UK as nurses, or those of you who are already here. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how to choose the best hospital to work in as an international nurse who is here or who is planning to relocate to the UK. I have had a lot of questions, people sending me lists of hospital and asking whether this place is good to work or the other hospital is good to work. So I thought I should create another video. I did one before in about a year ago. So this is just a recap and maybe some more exciting information as well that would help you. So if you want to know more, why not watch the video to the end? So I'll see you in the video. So you're welcome back to the video. So before we go and discuss how to choose, we have to look at a bit of a background. Sorry, I have to have my glasses on. Or a bit of background about the UK. So the UK, as you may be aware, is made up of 4 countries. One is England, we have Wales, we have Scotland and Northern Ireland. And also England is actually, so we are talking just about England. England is divided in 9 different regions. We have London, we have the northeast of England, we have the northwest, we have Yorkshire, East Midlands, West Midlands, there is the southeast of England, we have east of England, we have the southwest of England, and each of these regions in England actually have their own accent, they have their own traditions, they have their own character, and also they have different types of attractions that you can visit when you go to these places or you're working in these places. So we're looking at northwest of England. What are some of the cities there? So we have Northumberland or Durham or Newcastle. Those are some of the cities in the northeast of England. So you're going up and then northeast. And then northwest of England, we have Liverpool, Blackpool, Chester and Manchester areas. They are in the northwest of England. When you go to Yorkshire, we have York, we have Sheffield, we have Leeds. So hospitals in Yorkshire would be found in York, Sheffield, Leeds. I think Hull is around the Humber, is in Yorkshire as well. And then when you move to East Midlands, we have Derbyshire, Nottinghamshire, Leicestershire, Northamptonshire and Lincolnshire. And so the cities would be Derby, Leicester, Nottingham, Northampton, Lincoln, and all those places are in East Midlands. When you go to West Midlands, we have counties such as Warwickshire, Staffordshire, Shropshire, Worcestershire, and some of the cities in the West Midlands are Coventry, Birmingham, Wolverhampton. There are many other cities there, but I'm just mentioning a few. If you go to southeast of England, you would find Kent, Sussex, East Sussex. No, we have Kent, East Sussex, Oxfordshire, Buckinghamshire, and some of the cities in those areas, we have Brighton, we have Oxford, we have Canterbury, Portsmouth. So those are some of the cities in these areas. And then when you go to southwest of England, we have Devon, Cornwall, Dorset, Somerset, Gloucestershire. So some of the cities around, we have Bristol, Bath, St. Ives. So Devon is a beautiful place. Cornwall is a beautiful place. Those are actually near the sea, so holiday areas as well. And when you go to east of England, we have Essex, Cambridge or Cambridgeshire. They have Norfolk, Suffolk, Bedfordshire, Hertfordshire, and some of the cities are Norwich, Cambridge, Ipswich, Colchester, and many more. And then we have London. So now in England, let's see how many hospitals are England alone, or in the UK. So in the UK, it's believed that there are about 1,257 hospitals. This is data from somewhere in 2021, and they employ about 1.2 million, approximately 1.2 million staff. Now in England alone, there are over 875 hospitals. In Scotland, there are about 229 hospitals. In Wales, there are approximately about 82 hospitals. And if you go to Northern Ireland, there are approximately about 40 hospitals. So these are the main areas in England. So now, choosing a place or choosing a hospital to work, how do you go about it? The question is, what is important to you? Do you want big cities? Do you want smaller places? Do you want to work in the top hospitals? Or do you want to work in, hospital where they have a good hospital culture, staff are happy, or whatever? So it depends on what you want for yourself. Now, so the best way to choose a hospital is to look at the UK CQC website. So CQC stands for Care Quality Commission. So the Care Quality Commission actually regulates health and social care services or organizations, which include hospitals, care homes, GP practice, and all the care providers in the UK. And so they inspect, they regulate them, and at the end of it, they actually rate these hospitals based on their performance, patient care, staff satisfaction, and everything. So it's good to go on the website UK CQC, which is Care Quality Commission's website. So they rate hospitals based on those that are outstanding, good, requires improvement, or inadequate. So looking at those would tell you hospitals that are performing well, and those can actually predict or determine those that you want. So I might add the link if I remember, so you would have a look yourself, or just Google. So that is the first point. When you're looking for a hospital to work in the UK, whether you're already here or you're coming from overseas, you can look at this to guide you in making your decision. Another option is just Google the name of the hospital that you have found. If you've been offered a job in 3 or 4 hospitals, just go on Google, put the name of the hospital there, and look at the reviews of that hospital from 1 patient to staff. So they have staff reviews, they have patient reviews, or patient and families, and it gives you an idea. Sometimes if you look at staff reviews about a hospital, sometimes some of the reviews are generalized, some are, people who have had good experiences would say they're good experience, and some who have had bad experiences, and that is the aim of a review anyway. So take them with a pinch of salt, and sometimes your experience will be different from somebody else's experience. So that is my personal advice. When I came 20 years ago, I did not even check any of these things. I just, moved to wherever. I started in London and I found a job in East Midlands. I just came and I've not regretted it. I've been here all this while anyway. So you always have the opportunity when you get here, or if you move to a hospital and you don't like it there, you can actually move within department. And if you still don't like it there, especially in the city or so, you can move somewhere else, unless of course you have signed a contract and the contract says you have to do 3 years before you leave. Then you can buy yourself out if you can get some money to pay for whatever contract you have signed to cover for the number of years you're with them. You can do that and move on. So you have the option. The main thing is for you to do these first things. Look at CQC, look at the staff reviews as well on Google, the hospital's review by patients. That would give you an informed idea about how things are on the ground. Finally, if you're choosing a place as well, you want to make sure schools are good in those areas as well. So you can search on Ofsted reports on some of the schools in those areas, and that would help you decide, is there a good school for my children? Another thing you can look at is if you're coming to the UK or if you're moving within the UK, one thing we all bear in mind is cost of living. We know cost of living has gone up so high recently, and so you would be wanting to know how much is the rent going to be, because you can't just come and think that you can straight away buy a house, unless of course you're bringing a lot of money with you from wherever you're coming from. So the best thing is you can Google UK Zoopla, you can Google UK Rightmove. So Zoopla is Zoopla. So if you just type that into Google, you go there and just town the city, the name of the city you're going to be moving to, and just type in 2-bed accommodation or rent, or you can type in 1-bed flat rent, and then it gives you an idea of how much rent is in those areas. So you can compare these different places. Just Google Rightmove UK and search. So these are the 2 biggest accommodation or rental links or companies or websites, I would say. You can just compare things. There are different or several other websites you can find a place. It could be that you're doing a shared accommodation. Those can be a bit difficult. Sometimes you might end up sharing with someone that you don't like, or they do things you don't like. They have habits that conflict with what you would prefer. So it's best to rent a place yourself. You have your privacy, although that can be difficult when you're new in a country. So I think these are the main things. Also, if you're living in places where there's a lot of minority, those can be more exciting, because you go to church and you find people from your country. People would advise you. Some people could be very helpful as well. There are times you find yourself being the only one in a city. It doesn't matter. Some places are nice as well. So do not worry so much. If you find a place, you've been offered a job in a particular place, why not? Take it, come over, study things yourself, and you can always move. I hope this video has been helpful. Take care of yourselves. If you've not yet subscribed to my channel, please remember to do, and share as well. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.